It's a spectacular Monday morning after a spectacular weekend. Was everybody out, sunning, walking, running, doing all the things that they needed to be doing this weekend? I love it. I love it. I love it. So it is week number 7. And you know what that means? Let me tell you what it means. It means lucky number 7. This is your week, baby. So more on that in just a second. But before we get started, I wanted to start this morning with a little bit of a pep talk. And I found a pep talk that I think sums up exactly what we all need to be focusing on right now. So instead of me giving you the pep talk, I wanted to make sure that we had somebody who really knew what they were talking about.
20 things we should say more often. Number 20, thank you. And not just on Thanksgiving, every day. Number 19, excuse me. Number 18, here's a surprise corn dog that I bought you because you're my friend. There'll be more corn dogs, the more happy people. This is a good idea. Corn dog for you, corn dog for you, corn dog for you. Number 17, I'm sorry. Number 16, I forgive you. Number 15, you can do it! But don't say it if it's something they can't do. Number 14, another thing that we should say more often, I have barbecue sauce in my shirt too. Before you say something about the barbecue sauce on somebody else's shirt, take a look at the barbecue sauce on your own shirt. Number 13, please. Number 12, everything is going to be okay. Number 11, oh, you got me a corn dog too? You shouldn't have, buddy. Number 10, I don't know. I know a lot of people who need to say that. My sister. Number 9, you're so awesome I named my dog after you. Wait. That could hurt someone's feelings. I mean boat. I named my boat after you. Wait, who even have a boat? You're so awesome, I legally changed my name to yours. Wait, that's super creepy. Just tell people they're awesome and mean it. Number 8, hello, person that I've never met before. Here's a high five. Number 7, my sports team is not always the best sports team. It takes a big man to say that. Number 6, nothing. Sometimes that's the best thing you can say. Number 5, doesn't mean anything, but it's just really funny. Number 4, I disagree with you, but I still like you as a person who is a human being, and I'll treat you like that. Because if I didn't, it would make everything bad, and that's what lots of people do, and it's lame. Whew, I need a water break, y'all. It's okay to disagree, but it's not okay to be mean. Number 3, sometimes you just gotta scream. Number 2, life is tough, but so are you. Sometimes we all need to be reminded to keep going. Number 1, something nice, anything. If you can't think of anything nice to say, you're not thinking hard enough. So what about you? What do you think people should say more often? Leave a comment below and let's hear it. Oh, and I got a bonus one for you. Something that we should say more often? Let's dance.
So pancake.
All righty. I love that kid. If he were running for president today, I'd vote for him. Anybody with me? All righty. Okay, so a couple of quick announcements. Steve, you have something, I think, regarding something.
Yeah, two things, actually. First, Matt Levchenko, 11 o'clock on Zoom, here, be there. You don't want to miss Matt. Please make point of that, okay? And second thing, wait 1 second. This is the food drive bag for Red Day. These bags, these flyers are available to you in your market center. Please order them. Email Robert, email Maria, and order them. It's May 4th. This week and next week are Red Day food gathering week. So please get your bags. This is a perfect touch to reach out to your database, guys. And let's start gathering tons of food for the food banks, okay? Only a couple of you have placed orders, so just a reminder. Thanks, guys.
All righty, thank you so much. I think, Nancy, you have a rate update for us this morning. Good morning, Nancy Morgan.
Unmuted. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Happy National Firefighters Day. Kiss a firefighter, kiss a firewoman. Okay, rate update. So similar to Friday, I'm just talking about the sweet spot, the, $560,000 purchase, 10% down or 20% down, the rate 3.125 for a 720 FICO credit score, and 3% for 780 FICO score. And the reason the difference is the same for 90 or 80% is because you're still putting less down for the 20% down. You have more value. I sound silly. It's Monday. I even had a good night's sleep. But thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you so very much.
Brilliant.
And if anyone's interested in some more information on what's going on in the mortgage world, do call Nancy in about 30 minutes when her coffee kicks in. All right. So many of you know that this past weekend was the Circle of Care virtual 5K run, walk, whatever it is you did. Thank you, all of you who participated in that. I did want to make available to you, because that link is still live, I believe. So on Saturday, I ran just a little more than 7 miles, and then on Sunday I ran just a little bit more than 5 miles. And so if you add all that together, it's about 12.5 miles, which if you divide by a 5K, I actually did it 4 times. And I did it 4 times just for you, because I donated for my one. That leaves 3 more for those of you who didn't go out and do your 5K to log in and donate some money to Circle of Care to make sure that that they get the help that they need, because I took care of your activity for you. So 3 more people on this call who didn't go ahead and get that in this weekend. I've got your back. You just need to go and pledge the money at that link. So please go ahead and take care of that and support that worthy cause. The other thing I wanted to mention, and you'll have this out later today, the new form, the new physical showing consent form that we released last week. Here's what I want you to know. I've made another revision to it. And so the new form, now if you've already used the new one we released last week, no worries, because you don't have to undo it or redo it again. However, moving forward from today on, we're going to utilize this document. And the change that was made was a removal of one of the attestations about health, about being in contact with or close to someone who was ill. Because what we finally realized was that buyers and sellers alike who are in the medical field, or if they're nurses, if they're doctors, if they're home health aides, if there are a lot of people out there who are your clients who do, based on their job, come into contact with people who may be ill. And so to have that show up as a big flashing light on this document, we thought just simply put both you and those clients at some risk. And so we're simply going to remove that from the form. There's still a bunch of health questions that are on the form. We're just removing one of them to make it a more universal form, to make sure that everyone can utilize it, including those in the healthcare profession. So watch for that revision to come out later today and start using the new one as of today. Again, if you've used the old one, that's fine. Don't worry about redoing it. All right, so lastly, here's what I want to talk about this morning, and it's about what week 7 really means. Week 7 is all about action. Week 7 is all about realizing that the last 6 weeks were absolutely meant to prep you for this week, right? It's all about what am I doing today? What am I doing tomorrow? What am I doing on Wednesday? The calendar that we've set up for you this week is all about action. I want you to dive in and take advantage of what's going on. Dive in and take advantage of things like the prep pivot, the pivot prep session today at 11 with Matt Levchenko. The 1 o'clock, Jeannie and Todd, I think, are doing their online Zoom listing consultation for you live, so you can see how they're doing that. They're creating a whole lot of success doing things online, and so zoom into that and hone those skills, and then practice, get into action, because we really have to start moving towards the end of the month when we're going to be back in business in a bigger way than we are today. And so what I would say to you is focus everything you have this week on taking action. I want to give you just a quick thought on that. Take some notes. To do today, I want you to, after Marty Miller, I want you to text me and let me know what action you're going to take this week that moves you forward. What action are you going to take this week that creates more opportunity for you? What action this week are you going to take that creates income possibilities for you? What action are you going to take that helps you get better than you were yesterday? One action at a time, over and over and over again. That's the long play. Text me and let me know. There's 89 people on this phone call. I expect 89 texts in the next hour or two, letting me know exactly what it is you are going to do. What action are you going to take? With that, have an awesome day and an awesome week. Adonis, I believe we have some Marty Miller.
Yes, we do. Thank you, sir. Great session this morning. We're going to talk more about opportunities, lost versus archived, I believe.
Good evening, Kelly Williams, and welcome back to the KW Command 66-Day Challenge 3.0. Today is what day is today? Today's day 26. Sorry about that, guys. Today we're going to talk about, continue our series on opportunities. And I know yesterday I told you we were going to dive into commissions. I think we're going to hold off until tomorrow. There's a couple of things I want to make sure are working, at least to showcase as fully functional as possible. And so I got a couple of questions on some things. They're going to be answered tomorrow about commissions, but today we're going to talk about the difference in opportunities between a lost opportunity and an archived opportunity. So super important when you're in your actual opportunity. This is the one that we've been working on for quite a while now. A lost opportunity is an opportunity where I know that there is no longer an opportunity to work with these people, right? So I think about in the past, I have had buyers that I was working with. I thought everything was going really well. All of a sudden, they terminate their buyer contract with me. They end up going to purchase a home with their brother, and they, solidify that transaction, and they're good to go, right? It's not a fun situation, but we know that it happens, and that essentially is an opportunity that is lost, right? I no longer have the opportunity to work with those people at this time because they went and purchased a house. So if that was the case, then I would want to mark that opportunity as lost. And so in order to do so, I need to come into the details page of the opportunity, and then on the right-hand side here, you will see I can click on lost opportunity, okay? So basically it says, are you sure you want to do this? Do you want to save it as a lost opportunity? I can click undo, and it still saves me from having to do it. So it's a two-step process. I've got to click on lost opportunity, and then I have to say, yes, I want to save this, get rid of it, lose this opportunity. And so I'm going to undo that. The second other option is to archive an opportunity. So you do have the ability, if for some reason you are working with a client, and let's just say, I've had clients that spend the summer attempting to sell their house, and unfortunately we don't get it under contract, and they say, well, Marty, we're going to go ahead and continue to live with it because we only wanted to sell it during the summer. We're not going to move our kids during the year, so we'll revisit it next summer. Well, that's not necessarily a lost opportunity. I still have the opportunity to work with them in the future. I'm going to go ahead and just archive that opportunity. It also might be something where they say, well, let's take it off the market, and it not anything near as drastic. Well, let's just take it off the market for the holiday season. Let's go back live first week of January. So I might archive that opportunity and then bring that back after the fact. So to archive an opportunity, I'm just going to click on these three ellipses and then choose archive opportunity. Again, a two-step process. Are you sure you would like to archive the opportunity? I'm going to go ahead and click on archive, and you can see that opportunity then leaves my pipeline. How do I get back that archived opportunity or see my archived opportunities? I would come up to the drop-down box. I would click on settings. I would wait for my main menu to load, and I can see command settings. I would come down to opportunity archive and click on opportunity archive, and then you would see all of the opportunities that I had previously archived. I can sort by date archived and see here is when was the one that we just did? 12/17. So it looks like that one is not actually showing up as archived. So that's interesting. So I'd have to dive into that a little bit more. I think that this may be creation date. I'm not 100% sure why the ones that I just archived are not showing up. But again, I'll look into that and get you guys an update next time we talk. Let's see if I can get contact. Was it seller listing 3? Unfortunately, I use the same names for a lot of my opportunities when I'm doing tests, so I'm not 100% sure which one this was. So, but technically, this is where you would go in and find the opportunity archive that you put in. Of course, you could also search for the opportunity or the address and find it from there as well. So, That's the difference essentially when you're in your opportunity pipeline between lost opportunity and archived opportunity. Also, if you're utilizing the lost opportunity, it is going to impact your conversion numbers as well. So when you get into some of the reports later on, when we do those challenges, and we're looking at the conversion ratio of listings taken to listings closed, if you're archiving an opportunity, then it's not necessarily counting against you. It's just basically removing it from ever being taken, essentially. If you are losing the opportunity, right, marking it as a lost opportunity, then it is saying, yep, you took it and you didn't get it sold, so you lost that opportunity. So that's going to affect your conversion ratio. So just a little bit of information there about the difference between archive and lost opportunity. Just be careful in using both of those and make sure that they are used appropriately for the appropriate situations. That's it for today, guys. Super excited to be in San Antonio right now, joining the 3 San Antonio Market Centers tomorrow for their Tech the Halls event. It's going to be an amazing event. So any of you last minute stragglers, if you're still thinking about getting a ticket, I'm not sure if we can get them this late or early in the morning, and yet I bet if you reach out to the right people, you might be able to. Otherwise, for those of you that are already going to attend, I look forward to seeing you.
Okay, thank you, Marty. So tomorrow we're going to talk a little bit about the commissions tab. And just remember, we're still using green sheets in our office because the commissions tab doesn't do everything we need it to do for our purposes yet. But we'll discuss it tomorrow. So have a good day today. We'll see you later on.